We just had the news story about Sam Altman and seeing himself as almost as a shepherd, bringing us into this new age of humanity. I think you cannot become the CEO of a company like this unless you have an ego the size of a planet. It takes a certain kind of mind. We've seen it again and again with people like Steve Jobs. Like, he was a genius, but he was a egomaniacal maniac in certain ways. These are not people who are adjusted or well balanced, because you cannot be to act and to work at this kind of level and to lead this kind of company. Anyone at that kind of CEO level of a multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar company is wired a little bit differently. And if it requires him to see himself as the shepherd taking us into the next epoch of our humanity, that's fine. Whatever gets him out of bed in the morning. All I hope is that for the rest of us, the people who are using these tools, is that the personalities have some checks on them, whether it's from the people in their company, which in OpenAI is unlikely because there was a purge. So as I mentioned before, he was basically kicked out. They got rid of Sam Altman and he came back, I think 2 weeks later. He was brought back. And then over the next few months, the people who were responsible for having him removed, they all retired or went on to other projects. So they were being purged out of the system. So he's relatively unchecked now. And then shortly after, we saw like the dissolution of the various different safety boards within OpenAI as well. So it was all a bit sketchy. I'm sure when we look back at the history now, I'd be like, ooh, that could have been the beginning of something very problematic. We haven't seen anything massively terrifying, although it depends on your perspective. But I think out of all the people running these companies, he's probably in a better position to shepherd us than Elon Musk. Remember that they are still technically a non-profit as well. There were moves to move it out of non-profit's not the right term. They are capped profit. It's a very strange situation that they have right now, but he's still making money. He can still make an awful lot of money. It's just they cannot make as much money as they were hoping to make. And Elon Musk, hilariously, has been one of those people who has pushed back on this to stop OpenAI from becoming a fully for-profit company. So they are capped, I forget the name of it, capped profit enterprise or something. There's some complicated creation, but Sam Altman is still doing extremely well in terms of cash as well.